befuddled you when I called shenanigans on your hijinks.
You really did. So, hi everybody. We're live, and I just got frozen by Lawyer Dan here.
Don't stop.
That's right. That's right. Beware my wrath.
Yeah. What's up, folks? How we doing? Friends?
They're good.
Tired. Doing well.
I'm tired too. What's up with that?
We should do this at 10 in the morning.
Honestly, I love doing shows like that. People think I'm probably weird. I'm like, yeah, nice little morning coffee discussion.
That's right.
Oh, okay, I could get behind that.
Mm-hmm. I'll call it. I'll put it something special in my my Outlook, something official sounding. Like, sorry, I'm on a meeting right now.
Right. Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
talk.
Yeah, I can't attend. I have the NMC. I mean, NMC. If you just put the initials in, that sounds kind of convincing, right?
Well, I mean, look, we could turn this into one of my daytime calls with phrases like, "Oh, I don't think we're too far apart on this," and then I say the fact that my position is completely the opposite of your position. And I said, but you know, I think we could probably work out language that'll get us there.
Nice.
That's how I spend a large part of my day.
I'll follow back up after this. I'll email directly after with some action items. And I'll schedule in to follow up. We'll schedule a follow up back call.
Yeah, I got very, very, very getting things done on a call today. I was like, all right, stop. Let's just figure out next actions. That's what we need here. Grand plans are great, but come on. Don't spoil
good.
Baldur's Gate 3 for me. I will play it one day, eventually.
That's all I want. I wish I had some sort of laptop that could handle it, so I could just be like, please, Dad, please. Rob has 5 million PS5s.
That's true. Rob does have 5 million PS5s. Andrew, get on that.
He's
not playing them all right now. Yeah.
No, he's not. He's never played
anything. No, he's not. They're all sitting on a shelf.
They're daisy chained. He actually has a PS5 million.
I mean, who knows? But yeah, what's new, you guys? What are you watching? What are you?
Ooh. Oh. So
Andrew,
I'm watching a show from a couple of years ago. I'm finally catching up on a show called Constellation on Apple TV. I think it kind of slipped under the radar. I don't think it was that big of a thing, but it is a mind-bending trip.
Okay.
And it's scary. So the best time to watch it is when I've been watching it, which is late at night. It's pretty good. In a nutshell, it is about it centers around one character, but she is part of a team of astronauts and cosmonauts who were in the International Space Station when some freak collision happened. And while that collision, right around the time that collision happened, there was a very weird kind of secretive scientific experiment happening. And so stuff happens, action happens, people have to escape. Some people barely make it out with their lives. But what's really going on is that this whole show and the experiment is about quantum physics and quantum uncertainties and the observability principle and all that kind of stuff. So there's multiple versions of people kind of, we're hopping back and forth, and I don't know whether I'm hopping back and forth between universes or if all these people are in the same universe and they're in just different locations.
I'm in.
Yeah. If you like weird mind-bendy, somewhere between Primer and Inception and all that kind of stuff, I so far recommend this. I'm about 5 episodes in right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and fill in a role since Omar's not here. Nerd.
Yes. Yes.
That actually does sound really cool. But how is it? Some shows are too cerebral on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Versus like just the right amounts of cerebral to let you know that there's something you should be figuring out, and that and enough to ping you to start paying attention without like telling you what's going on.
Constellation, Josh.
Let's see. Example, season 1 of Westworld, maybe.
Oh, remember
How,
when we were living?
how does it rate on a
Westworld.
season 1 of Westworld scale in terms of
so good
explaining to you that something weird is going on, or dropping enough hints that you figure out something weird is going on?
So
you didn't know it'd be a test, did you?
I mean, maybe it's early for you to tell 5 episodes in too.
I kind of did see this question coming though. So okay, I have to think about the scale for a minute. Let me blab out loud about it. So,
well, I mean, I only gave you 1 point on a scale.
Well, that's a good point. So. Yeah, it is on the same scale.
All right, on a scale from season 1 of Westworld to The Usual Suspects. How?
Nice. It is like, I think anyway. They don't explain hardly anything. Like, it is in the sense that, like, for instance, okay, I'll tell a little without giving too much spoilers. I'm pretty sure, I never actually watched the trailer, but I'm guessing some of this was probably in the trailer. As I mentioned, it's quantum physics, right? So that it's all about like this experiment that was trying to discover a new form of matter, and somehow it has triggered or amplified or at least attracted this phenomenon that's going on where, you know, certain moments in time are happening, and if this thing happened, then we skew this way towards observing the universe after that, and we also seem to skew the other way if the decision went the other way.
So Sliding Doors with Gwyneth Paltrow, but it's a lot of people and it's in space.
Or
yeah, kind of
Transformers under James Roberts. But yeah, go ahead.
Leave it to Dan to bring it back to Transformers.
You're the one who brought up quantum uncertainty.
I did bring that up, didn't I? Yeah. Let's put it this way. So like I said, we see the same character, and eventually, I think maybe by the 2nd or 3rd episode, you start to really figure out like, oh, I think I'm seeing more than one version of the same character. I mean, you kind of get that in the 1st episode, but like, I'm pretty sure I watched a whole episode and I don't know which universe I was watching. And they really, you know, there's some shows that'll like kind of obnoxiously go out of your way to like explain it to you. I say obnoxiously because I prefer not to. I prefer to be in the dark on these things. So if you like that kind of thing, then this I recommend.
Did you ever watch like the OA?
Yes. Yes, I loved the OA.
I've been chasing that high for a long time.
Oh God,
that show got canceled, and I'm still devastated. Oh, yeah. Fringe. Oh, sorry. Also a great.
Oh, Fringe was good. Yeah, I kind of like dropped off on Fringe.
What?
Did you ever watch Fringe?
I did not. No. So I always thought Fringe was basically a latter-day attempt to recapture the magic of X-Files, and so didn't really give it a chance.
Oh no, it is so much more than that.
I admittedly thought that at first too, Dan. And
Pacey from Dawson's Creek is in it.
Oh well.
Right there, you go.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't important enough to have a creek named after him, but you know, still.
That's okay.
So yeah, that's what
Joshua Jackson. Is that right?
Huh?
Who?
This is why I can't remember anything for work.
You said Joshua Jackson?
Yeah, because I remember the name of the actor who played Pacey in Dawson's Creek.
Yep.
He was also in Mighty Ducks. Also very important.
Okay.
Just a right now. Same. You know what? I don't need all that space and stuff for work, you know? I'd rather it go to something I definitely don't need.
Yeah, it would benefit me if I could occasionally free up space for things for work.
It's too late.
That's okay.
It's too late.
Yeah, you can only defrag in your 20s.
Well, and plus, if we watch shows like this, like sci-fi shows, I have to remember those names and all of those plot lines while the show is going on, so I can guess where it's going to go. It's true. Very important.
It's true.
Needed. That's
when
way
did
more
Severance
fun.
Season 2 start? It's later this fall, right?
Not soon enough.
Yeah. Gosh. Okay, listen, throw this whole show in the garbage. We start a podcast. We can talk about Severance every week. I just want a reason to talk about Severance.
Except we should do a daytime show and an evening show.
What would be the daytime show?
Well, the daytime show would not know about the existence of the evening show, and the evening show wouldn't know about the existence of the daytime show.
Oh, man.
I love that.
Come on, Maddie, get with the theme.
Sorry. What if we found a way to split it up where the three of us watch either the in-office portion or the not in-office portion, and then we hand off the rest to like Tina and Rob and Omar?
No. I'm kind of seriously thinking through this now, right? Like you do a daytime show and an evening show, both reviewing the same episode, but each of us like having a completely different personality and liking different things and talking about different things and finding different points and finding different things interesting based on the it could be.
I think we can figure it out. This is the
show.
We can do it.
You've also got me wondering, like, has somebody put together an edit of season 1 that's just the in-office scenes?
Certainly.
Or just the out-of-office scenes?
Oh, speaking of edits of shows, so someone re-edited Lost. I've never seen Lost. But someone has re-edited it to be just, so it was in chronological order. So not with the flashbacks and everything else, but instead giving a view of where you see everything as it happens in order. So you can see like the motivations develop and everything.
It seemed like it would be a really thematic mess.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm tempted. I've never watched. I mean, I know the twist, right? But
do you? Because I don't. I watched the whole thing.
I don't think the writers did either. Yeah. I don't think anybody did.
I'm very tempted. I was like, maybe, do I watch Lost now? I don't know.
It would be an interesting way to watch it. I heard about this recently, and I heard somebody say like they gave it a good review because, it's kind of weird, right? Because you got all these flashbacks that you watch before they ever get on the island, but then supposedly by watching all this stuff, you get invested in these characters, and then you're curious what they are going to do with that once they do get on the island, which of course is pretty much backwards from the way the show is presented. I don't know.
I only get on the Near Mint Discord if I'm drunk, James. So I should just keep that up. I think it's funnier if I just show up every 3 months with a weird mess of gifts. So it's more fun that way. Sounds like Omar and drunk Omar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. We just get Tina and Omar really drunk because they're very different.
That's a good point.
That's different than regular Omar.
Not really. Well, he says more things that could get his completely canceled forever.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, this is true.
You're right. When he's sober, we need to get him drunk more.
No.
So, what are you guys watching?
I saw Trap last week, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie with Josh Hartnett.
Any good?
And
it was a film. But here's the thing.
Was there a twist at the end?
I cannot tell you either way. I will say that I was slightly disappointed. But I also, for the first half of it, I loved every bit of it. And I'm desperately waiting for it to come out so I can watch it with a group of friends. And then I want to have so much alcohol watching this movie. Because the acting is so cheesy and lovely at the same time. Because this Josh Hartnett going like, oh, hey, yeah, you want to watch the concert? Like talking to his daughter, like very like cheery. Oh, that's great. We'll get you a t-shirt. This is what the kids say now, like this. And then he goes, when he's like being serial killer in the crowd, it's like, I'm like, how do you not catch this guy? He's so obviously it's gotta be. But it is so it's so endearing. Like I think maybe it's Josh Hartnett, but I loved that part of it so much. And also M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is in it, and her acting is so bad. Basically, she plays like have you heard about the concept of this? Mm-hmm. Both of you?
No, I don't know about
that. So the concept of this movie is that Josh Hartnett is playing this dad. He's taking his daughter to a concert for her favorite like singer. They're trying to give it like how I think people are with like Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter, like that level of obsessiveness for concerts. Mm-hmm. But basically, the whole concert is a trap. Name of the movie. For this serial killer, because they figure out that he's going to this concert. And so they're like, okay, we'll just keep an eye on every man that's there with his daughter and try to like figure out one of them must be him. So it's all a trap. It's all been put together as a trap. And the singer of this concert is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. And man, her acting isn't good at all. It's like TikTok acting, but it is so funny. It's so funny. Guys, please, you have to fight. Like, oh, shut up. It's so bad. It's so good. Oh my God. I'm dying for y'all to see it. And this is like two movies this year that's like, you could say like a nepotism thing, because earlier this year his other daughter came out with the movie The Watchers with Dakota Fanning, which did have a twist in it. Was it a good twist? No, but the movie was really good up until that point. So that's right in.
Did Deadpool and Wolverine come out before the last time we talked?
No.
Okay.
No.
I loved it. Did you see
it?
Loved it.
I have not seen it yet.
Oh, Andrew.
I know.
I'll watch it again.
I'll watch it again. I've never laughed so much.
Yes.
At a movie where so many people died.
All the jokes were so good. All the cameos were great. I mean,
there was very little that did not hit spot on in that film. And I'm so glad that I saw it before spoilers proliferated.
Yeah, there's no way it has been. Well, actually, you're not as on the internet, so maybe it's not spoiled for you.
Andrew, do you spend any time on old man's TikTok, by which I mean Instagram Reels?
I do, and I'm pretty sure I've seen just about every spoiler there is.
Yeah.
Well, no. Okay, I've seen all the cameos. I don't know about any other spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably all the spoilers that matter.
Multiple times in the movie theater at this film. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, I have a question, and I'm embarrassed to ask this because I have to admit that I have not seen any Deadpool movie yet.
Oh,
they're all good.
So,
they're
really good.
I've been meaning to get around to watching them, but my question is
also definitely make sure you watch Once Upon a Deadpool.
Okay.
The PG-13 edit of Deadpool 2.
Oh, okay.
Featuring. Oh no! So okay. Once Upon a Deadpool is Deadpool 2 re-edited to get a PG-13 rating, but it is also done as a frame story in the style of The Princess Bride. Literally.
What? Okay, I didn't know about this.
With Deadpool having kidnapped Fred Savage and put him in a bedroom so he could tell him the story.
I saw that. I just figured that was like a little promo.
No. That's like literally a whole movie.
Are you serious?
A whole re-edit of Deadpool 2.
Oh,
well,
wow.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
That's amazing.
I mean, I loved it. I loved
it.
Oh, actually, yeah, it's true. That one guy.
James, I did hear about this. Yes.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your question, though? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. So my question is, do I need to see the first two before I see this?
No.
Because I really want to see this in the movie theaters, but
just go and see it. I'll go again.
Yeah.
No, you don't. There is a little bit of continuity going on.
Okay.
If you were to watch any movie before this, I would say watch Logan.
Okay.
Very different tonal shift.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
expect to be like,
but in terms of, there are multiple things in this movie that I imagine would make a lot less sense if you hadn't seen Logan.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
And frankly, if you haven't seen Logan, you got to watch Logan anyway, because it's just a really good movie.
Oh, it's so good. And honestly, Oh,
one of the most depressing movies you'll ever watch.
Them closing that movie out really got me emotional.
Yeah.
I was just, oh my god.
All right, so I think it might be if y'all do want to see this weekend. Okay, so maybe I'll be watching Logan tomorrow night, and then
I go with you to see this weekend.
Saturday.
I don't.
Or Sunday.
Yeah,
I could go on Sunday sometime.
Yep, Josh, I'm right there with you. Still haven't seen Logan either.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything Saturday night either. Actually, yeah, I'm just sewing this weekend. So.
I mean, I just plan to, rest. Because I'm not going to go into it, guys, but this has been a shit week.
No.
And I'm very tired.
Sounds like we need to take you to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can use my movie discounts for you guys. Would you like 25% off your concessions?
Heck yeah.
Don't worry.
I would, in fact, like such discounts on such concessions.
If you go to a certain movie theater that I have a thing for, you can use my QR code anytime, even when I'm not there.
When you say have a thing for it, do you mean like you're romantically entangled with it, or
absolutely
okay.
No?
I didn't know theaters these days.
I'm a Platinum Rewards member.
Ah, okay.
I watch a lot of movies.
I mean, I was very fond of our movie theater in Frankfurt until I worked there, but.
I am a sugar movie mama. Absolutely.
Sugar movie mama. Wow.
I purposely am like, more people to go to this movie with me? Absolutely. I need this many more tickets to hit platinum again for next year. So I will be seeing every bad movie.
Love it.
You know what I miss?
What?
Really? And I don't know if this is I really don't know if this is a function of a change in the movie business since the 90s or just me getting older or what. And it's probably some combination of both. But like we used to just go to the movies and then decide when we get there what we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right. And maybe that's something you just don't do when you get a little bit older. But like now, like I look at all the movies that are there and I can't think of a single movie that's worth getting out of my house to go and watch in a movie theater. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I think that's probably more about me than about movies, but it also seems like movies have changed substantially.
I think there's a mix of that. Because I always planned ahead before I went. But for me, I would get that experience going to like the movie rental place more so.
Oh, see, the movie rental place, the point of going there is just to walk around for an hour and not make a decision.
Well, the point of going there is to plan your perfect movie night. Because you're in school, you have no other responsibilities, you can stay up all night, right? So you're like, okay, let's choose 3 movies, but make sure they're different genres and make sure you have the order correct so it's a perfect balance of movies.
We would go to the movie store as the first stop on a date night and never make it to a second stop because we couldn't actually decide on a movie. We'd walk around for an hour and a half and be like, well, I guess it's time to head home.
That's the date.
That's romance, folks. Look it up.
Right.
And now you just do the same thing, but you're at home with your partner and you're on Netflix. Let's have a movie night. You never decide. You look at your phones, you go to bed.
Right. Or it's just, well, we could put on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Or equivalent.
It's like, our new favorite commentary YouTubers upload a new video. Let's watch that instead.
There you go. Yep, exactly. Never get around to watching movies.
The industry has moved so far into first weekend box office that going to randomly see one makes the other movies out more than a week feel like leftovers.
Yeah, that's true to some extent. Though that was true back in, at least in the summer in the 90s too. Blockbusters will kill you. But then again, I could also get a popcorn and a drink for $3.18. So, I know. I'm so sad and I'm so old. Anyway, but if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, it's worth it. And especially if you were collecting comics in the 90s, it is. It is so amazing.
Yeah, let's see this weekend. I want to go again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool. It is decided.
All right. You all want to see something that is definitely not cool?
Yes.
Of course you do. All right. So
how would you possibly be able to show us that?
As we can tell,
all right.
Completionism is a nice. Completionism is a disease. What arrived today are Australian pencil toppers.
Aw.
Whoa.
Right, come on, focus.
Put it in front of your face. Put it in front of your face.
It didn't, yeah.
No, and then close up, but yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just little squishy things.
That's amazing.
One.
Oh, there's more.
And the clear chase.
Ooh.
From Australia.
Very
because that's definitely a thing that I needed.
You did. You've had a rough week.
I understand the difference between want and need.
You know what? Life is short, and life is life. Get yourself a toy. You know, it's worth it.
I freaking love it.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm buying things that my dogs will chew up. But
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because it's ridiculous and it made me laugh.
Oh, and that's worth it. Absolutely, it's worth it.
I love it.
To protect the eraser.
And so sad.
It's to protect the eraser, and so I make sure pencil's cool.
Well, yeah, so the eraser doesn't dry out.
Yeah. You know, when we use pencils.
Andrew does math. He knows that's a thing.
Oh, totally. Yes.
You need a moist eraser.
The half-life of an eraser is surprisingly short.
You don't keep it wet.
In news here, they made a remastered version of my favorite platforming game, which I think I've already talked about on here. It's called Tomba. You play as a pink-haired caveman. It was on the PlayStation. You fight evil pigs to get your grandfather's golden bracelet back. It's really silly. They remastered it, and I platinumed it in a day, and it was great, and it was all worth it. And they're releasing.
This is your little Australian pencil topper, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Me and 5 people are really excited about it. Limited Run Games made this huge box set for it. I'm not going to buy that. But I will be buying all the plushies for it. So I'll have the caveman and the pig. Very excited. It's a really weird game to explain. It's great. You have to defeat the evil pigs by throwing them in bags. Okay. Nice. And when you defeat one, it fixes up the little area, so it turns this group of humans in this town turn into mice. So you throw the pig in the bag, and they're fixed. I don't know. You eat mushrooms, and one makes you cry, one makes you laugh.
Oh man!
This also means they've confirmed the release of the second game, which is my favorite. And that one, Santa. You help him get his bag, and it gives you a giant flaming hammer. Fantastic game. This game is so weird.
I miss video game logic.
I love it so much. I don't know why it happened. Do you eat bacon in the game?
That's pretty great.
No, actually, you don't. Sorry. It's a bummer. You eat lunch boxes and fruit, but you don't eat any of the pigs. You just murder them brutally. But there is a section there that feels vaguely racist.
Oh.
Because you get to this one area, and it's like a jungle, and everybody there's very tribal-esque, and they are drawn in a certain caricature way, and they're right outside the village of civilization.
Oh no. Wherein
the people don't look like that, and they have a lot of machinery. And I don't know how I feel about that one. It didn't happen.
Was that in the original game?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I feel like you're describing the game from that one episode of Community where they had to go after Pierce's dad's fortune.
Yep.
Yep. Actually, let me show you a picture of this so I can describe this.
Bionic Commando is such a fantastic game.
I don't remember Bionic Commando.
Oh gosh.
You know, not Nintendo kid.
Okay, so just so you know of how beautiful this is.
Oh, wow.
This is Tomba right here. There he is, this little guy fight these pigs. This is his friend Charles. He's a monkey. Don't ask. I don't know why he's there. He threw pigs.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. This is the best. Oh man. Anyways.
That's something else. All right.
I went to Gen Con, the board game convention. It was great.
Yeah. How was that?
Awesome. I got to photograph the main burlesque event. It's like a sold out event, like thousands of people. That was felt really cool. The acts, there was like a Shenron act, Scarlet Witch, Sailor Mercury, Carmen Sandiego, of course.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Baldur's Gate act, a few others. That's cool. I didn't see any celebrities, but I know Matthew Lillard was there. He's always there. And I learned to play a game called Thirsty Sword Lesbians, like a TTRPG. It was very funny. We were space pirates.
Andrew's trying to figure out the T in the T.
No, I'm actually trying to figure out because I feel like I've heard of that game before. And I'm
it's so good. Now that I've played it, I can DM it. So because I have the book. It was great, and I got a kiss. That's a game mechanic, and I did get one. But it was really cool because we had to it felt like a Star Trek kind of episode. Like we landed on a planet, and the somebody there was like trying to mine the planet for resources, but the planet was like alive, so it was hurting living creatures. So we were trying to stop it. But in a way that doesn't feel like Star Trek and feels more like Firefly-esque. We had a ship, but the only ship we could afford was a theater ship. So we were masquerading as a theater troupe. That's not where we were. So we were trying to get on the planet and convince them to let us through. And so while we're distracting them, I'm the strong man, of course. And so I'm just lifting people, trying to act like we're, it's good.
I like it. That's fantastic. Wait, was Elliot part of this as well?
No, he was there. So I got to make some new friends.
Nice. Oh, that sounds great.
So Dan, besides your new pencil toppers, what have you been watching? Great stuff.
Yep.
I mean, I thought we pretty much exhausted them as a topic, but they're great.
No, besides them,
they're great.
Besides them, what have you been watching?
I love them.
Oh, besides, here's the thing, guys. I may have mentioned it's been a tough week.
Yeah.
So what I have most recently watched are the Trunks episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because of all the comfort food, that is the comfortest of the comfort food. So
we can talk about Dragon Ball. Have you seen? I'm sure you have already. I'm way behind.
I saw the trailer.
I watched not that, but we should talk about that too because it looks cool. The Dragon Ball Super, the movie with Piccolo and Gohan.
Oh, Superhero?
Yeah.
I have not seen it.
Oh my god.
And when I say I haven't seen it, I mean I started watching it and got bored and
I love it. It's my type of movie. Gohan and Piccolo are my favorite, so I was like, this is it. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, I understand. You're setting something up, so we're gonna have random bad guy talk to other random bad guy for a while or something along those lines, because I don't remember, because again I got bored. But it's I don't want to see this. I want to see Gohan beating up fish and not dodging.
Honestly, it gets there.
I've gotten poisoned by Dragon Ball by Abridged.
Yeah.
Such that I have a hard time really watching the regular version.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair. And that's kind of why I like this, because part of the way through it, it's just Piccolo complaining about how Gohan doesn't train and trying to find creative ways to make him get better. And I'm like,
see, I just need to fast forward to the Gohan and Piccolo parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I was like, why isn't this what Dragon Ball Z is? I'm tired of watching Goku win fights. I don't care. I just want Gohan and Piccolo to do dumb things. And that's what I want the show to be. Oh, your power levels. I don't care.
Yeah.
Goofy shit only. We had all those fights. We did that.
Again.
Goofy shit only.
To invoke a bridge to get bitchin'. Let's go drive cars.
Yes, exactly. Oh, maybe I should just rewatch a bridge. Not all of that has aged well, but that's fine. Ugh. No, I can't. Now I'm just like, I feel like younger me like creeping out. Like, let's make more quotes. Like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And like this new series, I don't even know when it's supposed to start. But
how do you feel about that?
It's like Goku's little again. What? I don't actually know.
A lot of them are, right? So like,
yeah. So there's going to be some Goofy Wish, and I mean it's like GT all over again. I'll tell you what happened though. So, all right, this is going to be a sad story. All right, so this past weekend we went to the Woodland Art Fair, which is, for those of you who don't live in Lexington, a local art fair. And and in addition to having the beer I am most excited to have had in a long time, at the LexArts booth, somebody just had like a drawing of Goku and Akira Toriyama, both with the halos.
oh,
And somehow I had not seen that represented in any media. And I just saw it. It just made me so sad. Like, I had to stop and go look at it and take it in. And I was like,
yeah,
you know, made me very sad. Anyway.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, you had a big portion of your life,
I did.
like, dedicated to that, you know?
I did. It's it's weird to be on the outside of something that you were once, I mean, not on the inside of, but pretty, you know, like it was a big deal for a while for me. And then now I can't even, Dragon Ball Daima. Thank you, Adam. I can't even think of what the new series is called.
Oh my gosh, October.
But yeah, it's weird that you can be so into something and then not know anything about it. But then again, I mean, even when I was into it, I still slept through the Namek episodes. So like, you know, it's not much has changed.
Yeah, I really empathize with everybody that was like the reactions when he passed away. Because I was like, well, this I can handle just fine. But I know that one day when Oda, the writer of One Piece, is dead, I'm gonna have to like take off work. Like it's gonna be a thing for me. I feel like, but not just because of I enjoy the media, but the community around the media, like what it's done for me. But that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's weird, but anyway.
You know, like I used to like Transformers. I saw the trailer for that new movie. I think it looks good.
Transformers 1? I will give it a chance. I mean, it is what I've been asking for a while, which is why are we putting people in our Transformers movie? So, you know, sure, I'll give it a chance. Also, the second round of trailers added a little bit more plot up beyond, look, now we can transform and we're buddies, which was pretty much the entire thrust of all the beginning trailers. So we'll see.
I'm kind of hoping it's the start of this, like, because obviously a lot of the superhero movies we're running out of stamina with a lot of them, and they're running out of IP in general for a lot of things. And I think they've learned that, like, okay, us trying to make this thing edgy and cool and like modern, like they had with Transformers before or with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
And like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie came out, the newest one. They're like, wait a second, we can just have fun, and it's gonna work really well for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's actually do the thing right. So I'm hoping that continues.
Yeah, me too. I have. You can't redo the original, and frankly, you know, I mean, from where we sit as boring grown-ups, the original is very boring, and doesn't make a damn lick of sense. And you know, unfortunately, now people insist upon movies making a tiny bit of sense. So it'll be interesting to see if this one does well, which it probably will. It'll do well enough. It'll be interesting to see its Empire Strikes Back mode when it's expanding that universe. So that's more what I'm looking forward to. But I don't know if I'll see it in the theater, but I plan to actually watch it as opposed to, you know, the movies we've gotten for the last many years that sometimes I accidentally watch in the sense that you like, you know, drink 8 beers and watch Netflix and just say, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's the only way. Lori and I watched Bumblebee together, but like for any of the other ones that I've seen after starting with the third one, it's because I've been home alone, drunk, and basically decided to do the modern version of like self-flagellation.
I'm about to say that's you
know, like this is my hair shirt and my walking around in a circle, you know, whipping myself.
Yeah, because it's too recent to be like funny, painful. You know what I mean? It's not like watching. Like I think probably now I could watch Dragon Ball Evolution and like it not feel so painful. Like it's like, haha, this is hilarious. But right after I was like, this why the hell?
Yeah.
Like now I can watch all of the old like the Mario Brothers movie and Street Fighter, and although I think about Street Fighter's a classic. That's just a 10 out of 10. But
with the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, that one?
Get in my boat and go breathe.
Kylie Minogue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Breast cancer survivor. If you listen to riff tracks of Street Fighter movie, it's really good.
I have not. No.
I normally don't like that kind of thing, but the riff tracks version of the Street Fighter movie is very, very good.
It's, you know, for as much as I love Mystery Science Theater, it amazes me that I've never really done any of the riff tracks things, but that's just me.
Same. I don't know what else has happened. I feel like I haven't really watched. I've been watching. I finished the Suicide Squad anime. Loved it. Honestly, I think you both will love it. It mixes that with fantasy in a very like satisfying way. It's funny, but the animation's incredible. Like it, and then it does the characters. It treats them so well. Each of them are characterized so well. They get closer. It shouldn't work. It does. It's great. Like it's great. I loved it. 10 out of 10. Very happy with it. Adventure with Superman season 2. Also perfect. It's perfect. DC's killing it still with their animated shows. I'm very happy that's continuing. And they're silly, and I don't care if anybody else watches them. At least they're continuing to get like sequels and stuff, thankfully, while everything else in the world gets canceled, like Acolyte and everything else. Yeah. So at least I have these like silly little things that no one gets too angry about. And so they're like, it's okay, you can keep having these.
Right. And they just
no one look
like,
at it.
Like it's like almost that they just forget to cancel them. And so
I think they do. They're
them.
Like they didn't realize Lois Lane is like half Asian and Jimmy Olsen's black, and there's like, it's fine. We just won't tell anybody. There's 2 women kissing. It's fine. Just don't tell anybody. They'll think it's for kids, and they won't know how good this is.
Yeah, don't name it.
Just don't tell anybody. It's fine.
Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. Nobody will notice.
D23 thoughts. I didn't notice much there to have a thought about. Snow White looks dumb, but I thought I was going to anyways.
I really enjoyed again, on my old man TikTok, the posts about the new Cars Land at Disney World at Magic Kingdom, with the office back and forth of where's it going to go? I think
Yeah, I saw one about the Monsters Inc. one, and they were like, I don't know.
That one,
I guess this affects you more as somebody who goes to Disney often when they announce.
Yeah, that was the same thing, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like Monsters Inc. is a weird thing to put in at this point, given that the existing Monsters Inc. experience at Disney World is just terrible, and they don't seem to be removing it somehow. But that's just me. So that experience will still be there when the rest of Disney World has crumbled to dust. After I've taken the Carousel of Progress and Cory Doctorow style, restored it. Anyway. Sorry, I started going into deep cuts. I'm very tired. Did I mention that?
Yeah. No, I'm loving this. I'm loving Tired Dan. It's great.
Yep.
So
all I know about Disney World and all Disneyland is just what random YouTubers tell me for 3 to 4 hours, and it's never about the big portions of the park. It's always about smaller things, like animatronics or something. And so I never know, or the Avatar. I don't know anything about most areas of the park. It's just weird deep cuts or animatronics that got stolen, and where are they? And those kind of things.
I love it, but
yeah, I don't think I've been to one of those parks in over 20 years, maybe.
That's what we should do. We should all go to Disney World together.
Field trip.
Make a video of it so we can, write it off on taxes.
Hell yeah.
We can write this off on taxes.
Well, I mean,
somebody can.
We have to make some sort of effort to monetize first, but
yeah, I was gonna say we got a lot of steps to go before we can do that.
Well, I'd love to go with you because I've never been. So
if we all go, Omar can take it off on his taxes.
There you go. Let's put this on a near mint condition. Yeah.
And he can reimburse us for all the tickets. There we go.
There you go. And I like this suggestion. We'll turn it into a cruise afterwards.
You know what? The thing is, I honestly think Omar could probably do a small version of the Joko cruise where it's just people carrying on very heavy bags full of omnibuses. And it's the weirdest day at customs ever.
The whole cruise is thrown off because the weight distribution is
right.
Really
yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone is bringing twice their weight in books.
It reminds me of how the University of Kentucky is a huge library, but when they built it, they did not take into account the weight of the books, and so it is continuously sinking bit by bit, and has been since it was built, because they never factored that in when they built it.
I did not know.
Really?
It's the most obvious thing with the library. Yeah.
You do realize that they intentionally built the first story underground, right? I mean, it's not like this is a situation where.
Oh yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
there's already a sinkhole looking thing in front of it, so it's
Well,
okay. I was just this seemed like it could be a prank that an upperclassman played on you at one time.
Oh man, could you imagine if we did somebody did a Death in the Nile movie, but it's about a cruise led by a comic book YouTuber, and you're trying to figure out who died from which omnibus.
Oh my god.
There are lots of possibilities that one could do with the theme with a themed Omar cruise.
Great.
Most of which I'm not going to say live on air.
Everyone has to turn in their phones when they get on the ship.
Yeah, right.
Yep. That's the only way this works.
Although, honestly, there's a lot of comic YouTubers out there who say all sorts of unhinged things, and they still get to make very offensive YouTube videos about Star Wars.
Hey,
it's fun.
I don't know what to do about Star Wars. I mean, it is almost, how to phrase this? I love Star Wars. And I love how ridiculous Star Wars is allowed to be. And also I love that Star Wars is allowed to wink, wink, nudge, nudge its own continuity.
Mm-hmm.
The fandom for Star Wars has driven me farther away from Star Wars.
It's awful.
The whole concept that just nobody has anything positive to say about anything, and it's just like, it just hurts. And like, I mean, you people don't understand how good you have it. We had the fucking Ewok movie. That's all we had. And we had to be happy with it. And the droids cartoon.
Well,
You'll
they're
have
all
all shit.
Yes.
And you just say, no, it's not good enough for me because I don't like it.
They could give you exactly what you wanted and you wouldn't like it. This is just
I have to get exactly what I wanted. And I do like it.
And then they cancel it. I don't know. I would say, I think there are a lot of fans where you have those people that are loud, but like, man, Star Wars, it's almost dangerous in a way. Like,
yeah,
they I think a lot of there's a small minority that spends all of their time looking for places to be angry about it. So if you're like, hey, I'm really into Star Wars, let me review this comic book, they're like, that's fucking dumb. And you chose the fucking worst book. And I was like, I just said I'm new. And I said I like this book. And you're just like shitting on me immediately. Any other fan would be like, oh man, I'm really excited for you. If you liked this, maybe try this. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah. It seems the worst in Star
like,
Wars.
Oh my God, a woman, it's woke.
Because every fandom has that element. You know, we call them truck, not monkey. But you know, or curmudgeons like me who refuse to enjoy the new films. But you know what? Like, if people like those, good for them. I just wish, and you know, this is the lament of every reasonable person everywhere in situations like this. But I just wish more people could internalize that it's okay to occasionally say, "That's not for me."
Right.
You know, not everything's for you. See, Tired Dan gets on a soapbox.
I'm really liking it. I want more of this, Dan.
Tired Dan has ill-considered opinions that that he expresses poorly.
No, I don't think so. Like this poor. But no, I get it. And like, I think, yeah, they need to realize it's okay to just think, yeah, that's fine. You don't need to like it. And also, some of it's like pretension as well. And like, just let yourself enjoy the thing. Yeah. A lot of people enjoy their thing. You're going to be so much happier if you just let it all go. Just have a good time. Open yourself up. Maybe you'll be surprised. Or maybe it's time for you to find a different weird or like sci-fi fantasy or something to be into.
That's why I avoid forums. I mean, even, you know, like Transformers forums and stuff. Like, the only discussion stuff that I pay attention to at all has to do with just like new toy sightings and stuff. And even there, it's like, oh man, I don't need to know that you think this new toy is bullshit. I just want to know which Target you found it at, motherfucker.
Right.
Sorry.
Do you think the problem, like, to Newspoo's point, like, people just want to complain? Do you think the problem is really that just like they're going to complain about whatever, right? It's not really about the thing that they're complaining about. It's just about them and whatever's wrong with them right now. And this
they're just not fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the minute they start doing that, so I'm like, okay, you're just not like, I have a lot of very small, like that caveman game. And my favorite game, Suicode, they're very small. They're smaller groups that are full of a lot of like love and attention. And like when Suicoding got that spiritual successor, Aiden Chronicles may have the same team, had a Kickstarter and whatever. There are a lot of people that complain about it and like shat on it. And I'm like, this is a small group that made this. Just be happy we got anything. They had to give us anything for 10 years. Chill out. Calm down.
Have we become a small group of people bitching about things? Bitching about people bitching?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. All
We're
right,
like a cool clique at school.
Is that what it's like?
Yeah.
Is that really it?
Okay. Yeah. It's okay for us, but not them. Got it.
We're bitching about them, not about the property that people put a lot of work into.
Yes, you're right. Now I understand how it's entirely different.
It's very different.
Hey,
this is venting.
There you go. Yes.
And we're not showing up on like looking for videos to be like.
This is true.
Tina would do that.
People came to us to watch us bitch. We didn't go to them in their homes.
Exactly.
Hey, news boy, why are you watching this bullshit?
Those people out there dox people, so I don't have the time. I don't touch them. They show up here, I don't talk to them. I bitch about people bitching, but the difference is I'm happy bitching, not miserable bitching. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or philosophical bitching, as may be the case.
I think it's a mix. I do think some of this is giant corporations trying to make things for the masses, hard to please everyone. Depends what you're talking about. Like, AKA, I don't like Hasbro, D&D, 6E.
Well, and you know what? There is absolutely in the modern milieu perfectly valid complaints once a property that a person came up with becomes a commodity for a corporation. Star Wars, absolutely. Transformers has always been a commodity for a corporation. I don't know. Again, if it were 10 in the morning, I'd be able to think of more examples. But that's just the world we live in now. It's all franchises and whatnot, and you know that people can't take the joy in new and interesting things just existing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
they should be happy. We're getting more toys and clothes.
Exactly.
I buy fancy clothes for anything I like
because of those movies that I don't like. Rising Tides and all that.
And we're getting Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power at the end of this one. Season 2. And I don't care what those haters say. I'm really excited
about it. Okay. Have you watched, you've watched season 1?
Yeah, I loved it.
All right. Here's my question. And I do actually mean this. If I couldn't make it through 10 pages of the Silmarillion, can I make it through season 1 of Rings of Power?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's all about, like, honestly, if you knew nothing about lore, it doesn't even matter. It's all about just like, if you like D&D stuff, you'll like it. If you're like Omar, you won't like it as much because you think it's boring because there's not constant fighting. But if you like character development and world building, it's great.
See, I do like character development and world building. And I actually enjoy reading encyclopedias, which I don't understand with all those 3 things being true why I don't like the Silmarillion. But, you know, I've never been able to make it
I want you both to watch it and tell me if you like it.
Cool.
And if you don't like it, don't tell me.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I will just stay quiet. With that, though, guys, I got to go to bed. I'm so sleepy. So I will see you guys, and I will see everybody next month or the next time, whichever comes first.
All right.
Bye, guys.
We'll text you about movies.
See you, Dan.
Aw, Sleepy Dan loves to talk.
Sleepy Dan does love to talk. Sleepy Dan's kind of funny.
I really liked it. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was very cute.
It's nice. I enjoy Sleepy Dan. He kind of lets his professional lawyer guard down a little bit.
I like that.
Speaks the truth. It's good. Hey, since we're changing topics, I gotta shout this out real quick because I was scrolling back through the comments and missed this. I assume this is correct. I don't know firsthand, but if so, happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh.
That's right.
Sleepy Dan and drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm just drinking lemonade. Drunk Maddie's very different. I mean, I've been drunk very often on these calls, but no, not drunk. Just tipsy.
There you go.
But I have to go to the gym in the morning, so.
Thank you. I'm old. Josh, that's near mint condition is what we like to call that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, I got some news. So I shot some more Star Trek stuff recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I recently shot some stuff with Omar actually in it. So everybody should check that out here. I'll drop a link in the chat. I know that James did an awesome job and posted it in the Discord the other day. But yeah, let me see if I can pull it up now. Yeah, it was kind of fun. It's not the show that I usually work on, but they wanted some scenes. It's for a different show, same group, same like overall group.
Yeah.
And actually, this one features Tina as a main character, and she did awesome in it.
She did really good. She said her acting was bad, and I was like, "That's not true."
No, oh my gosh, no. I, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think she might have been the best one on the show. Let's see if I can pull it up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more of that. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a returning character on that. But in the meantime, I managed to sneak Omar in. They wanted a couple of scenes that were like not the regular characters at all, just completely separate characters, kind of like an intro, like a cold open to the show.
Yeah.
Needed some extra people, so I pulled in Omar and his whole family. Melanie and the two kids are all in it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I'll drop the link in a second as soon as I can find it.
This weekend I'm making like a kind of vintage retro-y looking Deanna Troi costume, like dress.
What?
It's gonna be cute. Yeah, so I can wear it to cons and stuff.
Whoa, cool. Do you have like a picture or anything or an inspiration?
No, I will this weekend.
Cool.
I actually got a pattern from Joanne, some fabric, so I'm gonna sew it all together. I still need to buy like the emblem. Because man, it's hard to buy. One, it's hard to buy Star Trek costumes, and two, there's not a lot of good patterns. Like they had patterns from like the 90s that are like hard to get. It's difficult. So I was like, I'll just make something for fun. I did plan for pockets, Josh. Absolutely, I did.
Oh yeah, essential. Of course. Nice. I love it.
Now I'm just gonna curl my hair, which is naturally curly. Actually, I just don't do it. So
have I ever seen your hair curly? I'm not sure I have.
Maybe not. If I don't brush it or blow dry it, it's curly. So I was a kid. It was all curls.
Nice.
It's too much work. Yeah, let's see a movie this weekend.
Yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm free all day Saturday.
Yeah, I'm free. At nighttime's better, but yeah, I'm free both nights.
Cool. Okay. Yep, it gives me time because apparently I need to catch up and watch Logan first.
Yeah.
Which is a good excuse because I've been meaning to do that.
I really liked it. I think you'd like it.
I haven't actually. You know what? I've never seen any of the Wolverine movies. Which
you're fine. I mean, they're fun, but like Wolverine Origins is bad. Logan is legitimately on its own like a good movie.
Right.
It's very good, and of course, if it's a trope of like old curmudgeon man takes care of young girl, but begrudgingly. Right. So.
Yep.
This Klingon listen, I would love. I don't want to dress as a Klingon. I just want to be with a Klingon. You know. I wish I had the Wolverine popcorn bucket there. They've got the Alien popcorn bucket because Aliens Romulus is out.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie. I saw that the popcorn things there.
Yeah. But like that's how Twisters is out.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to see.
I'm very envious because you're like really going to watch a lot of movies, and that's like a thing that I just don't do anymore.
I mean, if you're into that, I'll just message you when I'm planning on going. You just come on.
Cool. Yeah.
Because I look ahead for like I'm like, I already know that this month Beetlejuice is coming out, so I want to see that.
Okay. Wow. Yes. Yes.
Next month, there's some Brandy. You know, Brandy the singer. She's back into acting, and she's going to be in a horror film.
Okay.
Where her she's really pregnant, and then like her husband is moving in like her mother-in-law into the house, but she's like really racist, and there's like a weird demonic thing or something. I was like, absolutely, Brandy, I will be there. Whatever you need, Brandy, I'm coming to the movie theater.
I like it. Interesting.
And of course, when Trap comes out, I need everybody to come over. All I want is everybody to come over to my house and watch Trap, and then to get really drunk with me. That's all I want.
It sounds like I need to do that before we start the movie.
Maybe. Yes. It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Oh, yeah, and The Crow? Right. We're getting a Crow reboot? What year is this?
Really?
Yeah. He does not look as a very different look. It's one of the Skarsgårds. It's a very different look.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm looking at it now.
So I don't know if that's gonna be good or not.
Huh. Phil Skarsgård, yeah.
But maybe.
Interesting.
Don't do it. Oh my god, 19%. Well, never mind. Take it off the list.
Ooh. What's it on? Let's see. I was just looking. Oh yeah, the rating is low on IMDb.
Oh
that
no.
Says a lot. Wow.
Yeah, because they'll rate anything there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ouch.
Yikes! That's so bad. Oh man.
Wait, is that better? That's still better than oh shoot. What was the Cate Blanchett movie that came out recently that got like a 3 on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that?
The Borderlands?
Oh, was it Borderlands? Yeah, I guess it was Borderlands. Yeah, it was Borderlands.
Yeah, that bombed. Yeah. Everyone's joking about in the chat because like it was out for like 3 days.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's
the video game's fairly popular. Yeah, and I don't know. But okay, soon it will be horror movie season, and I will be happy.
Plenty to see them.
You know who knows. Who knows? And then there's that new that new movie Blake Lively's in is based on this like quote unquote romance novel that was really popular. But there's like a ton of domestic abuse in it, and that's part of the thing. But she's like, come to the movie, it ends with us, and let's all wear our florals, let's bring the girls. It's like all this, and everybody's like, can you do not gaslight these people before they get to the movie theater? She's like,
oh no.
That's not what it's about. Like no. Pass. Thank you very much.
It ends with us. Okay.
Yeah. I guarantee you Sarah's heard about it. There's no way with the way Sarah's on the internet, she hadn't heard about it.
Rowie, I'm sure. Wow. Interesting.
Well, I'm gonna keep an eye out. We'll see what else is coming. I'll see any horror movie though.
I'm surprised Beetlejuice is coming out so soon. It's coming out this month.
Yeah, I feel like next September 4th.
Okay, September. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I just assumed it would come out in October.
We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep my expectations so low.
Yeah.
Tim Burton said he did not rewatch Beetlejuice when making this on purpose. He didn't see how it helped. So I'm hoping that kind of. But who knows? He's such a guy. But I want to see Michael Keaton and I want to see Winona Ryder, so I'll be there for them.
Yeah.
Alien Romulus I heard got good reviews, so I don't know.
Cool. Well, let's do some movies this weekend, and then I'm gonna pull a Dan now, and I think I'm gonna need to call it a night.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sign us off, Andrew.
Sign us off. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. Happy birthday again to Josh. That's pretty awesome. If we were more on top of our game here, we would have like some sort of GIF for you or something like that, like Omar does. But I am not on top of my game. So just you get a happy birthday wave. There you go. There's your animated GIF right there. Yeah, thanks, everybody. This has been a lot of fun. Good catching up with you, Maddie. Good catching up with you, Dan, who's no longer here. And we'll see everybody next month.
Bye.
Cool.